Hi, today I'd like to show you a tutorial on how to colour with ProMarkers using one of the images from Whiff of Joy of the store stamp kits called Bloom in Spring. Okay, I'm first going to start off showing you how I coloured the face, and to start off with I used burnt orange, and I'll start showing you how I do it. I hope there's not too much shadow in it. I'm actually doing this in the evening time, so I'll see how it goes. So basically, with the burnt orange, I'll go around all of the image where I think there would be like dark shadows, and I'll just do it very light strokes. Little strokes like this, and then okay, so that was burnt orange, and then the next one I use is coral, and again I'll go over the burnt orange with the coral, and I very slowly start going in the white, into the white areas, building up the layers as I go along, and I'm just doing really fine little strokes just to blend them in. Like that. Okay, so that was the coral, and then the next one is Sun-Kissed Pink, and again I'll go over the burnt orange and coral with the Sun-Kissed Pink, and I'm doing little light strokes, and again going into the white areas, and again I'm just underneath the neck here, and the last colour I use is ivory. Well, actually I use blush usually, but it's dried out of me, so today I'm showing you how to use ivory, which is very similar to the blush. It's just a little bit lighter, and then I go over the whole area of the previous colours, and then bring it into the middle, and then underneath the neck I'll go as well, blending it all nicely. Okay, I'm going to quickly do her cheeks as well, and you might think at the moment that it looks really dark, but because as it's alcohol markers, when they're dry they come a lot lighter. Okay, now for the cheeks, what I do is I use antique pink, and I just put little dots where I think like the blusher would be. And then over the antique pink I use cocktail pink, and just very lightly go over the antique pink with the cocktail pink, and then just to lighten it a little bit more and to soften the edges a bit more I use baby pink, and I'm just with using the baby pink I'm just going over the other two areas just to blend them into the rest of the skin colour, and I hope that it's picking up okay. Okay, so that's how I do the face and the neck, and now I'm going to try and move it up to show you how because I've done it up really close so you can see how I'm colouring and not at a big distance. So I'll just move it up a bit more. Okay. Right, again, now for the legs, again I start off using burnt orange, and again I go around the whole of the areas where I think they would, like a shadow would be, and again around here. And I must apologise if I sound really nasally. I've got a really bad hay fever at the moment, and I'm really nasally at the moment, so I suppose that's the problem when you live out in the country. I'm surrounded by fields, so this time of year when they're doing the silage, it's cutting the hay in the fields. It's not good. Okay, well that's that was the burnt orange, and again now I'm using the coral, and again I'm going over the areas which I've done the burnt orange, and I'm going over again with the coral, and then gradually making the white areas smaller by just doing light strokes to blend them, both the two colours in together, so you don't see any lines. Okay, and then go down here. Okay, and so that was the coral, and then the next colour is again sun-kissed pink, and again go over the areas previous coloured. Like that, and then here. And I find if you do it this way as well, instead of like doing circular motions, it tends not to bleed as much. And I think you have more control as well of the pen, so you don't go into the areas that you don't want to. You know, you want to leave another colour, or you want to leave white. So okay, and the last colour is ivory, and I just go over the whole areas again with the ivory and blending it all in. And there, and then down here. Okay, so that's how I coloured the skin, and next up I'll show you how to do the hair.